Still, as of the playoff bracket released on Tuesday, they're still on the outside. They're sitting there at number 6 behind TCU. Bama, Oregon, Florida State, and Mississippi State remain the top 4. The current top 7, you can take UCLA out. I'm sorry, UCLA with a third loss is not going to make the playoff. Okay, you're going to have to.
It was a good run. It was a good run.
But these top 7 teams.
Good job, Coach. You hung in there with them.
I know it's not going to happen. They got 12 games combined between it. But if all 7 win out, committee has this big problem. Who's in, who gets left out?
I think Mississippi State would be in. And I think that the strength of competition they played consistently throughout. I think with their defense being a dominant factor, I think with Dak Prescott being one of those guys that's going to be linked in the Heisman race, I don't think he's a front runner by any stretch. I think Mississippi State would be the team that would be in the fourth.
I would replace Mississippi State with TCU. I just like the way they're playing right now. You know, they played Texas a couple of nights ago, and we thought that Texas was a team that was getting much better, and they just destroyed Texas. I just like what TCU brings to the table right now. They played 4 ranked teams. They beat 3 of them. I would replace Mississippi State right now with TCU.
I'd put Ohio State in there. If Ohio State wins the Big Ten championship and the Big Ten championship game, they're a champion of the Power 5 conference. How would you keep them out of it? Ohio State would be in there.
I would put Ohio State in there too, and I think a lot of it has to do with the way they looked against Michigan State. And a lot of people are going to look at the resume and say, you know, how do you put Ohio State's resume on the same page with a Mississippi State or TCU and even a Baylor? And I agree with that. You can make a case for all of these teams, actually, but I think the ceiling is higher for Ohio State. With that being said, Chris, I think these last 2 weeks for all these teams are being heavily scrutinized for style points for the committee.
Hey.
There's a lot at stake for the Ohio States, the Mississippi States, the Baylors, and TCUs. TCU did a great job as kind of a closing argument against Texas, and now, you know, the ball's in the court of all these other teams. They have to win and look good to send a message to the